Okay, number 9, solve the exponential equation algebraically. Approximate the results to 3 decimal places. And then we have this function, 3 to the 2x power minus 9 times 3 to the x power plus 14 equals 0. So, how do we start this problem? It looks a little ugly in my opinion. Okay, the first thing that we need to notice here is that they're trying to help you out here. They're trying to say, okay, this is 3 to the x power, and this one is 3 to the x power quantity squared. I'm going to rewrite this a little bit. So again, what happens is it's that thing quantity squared, and then minus 9, 3 to the x power plus 14 equals 0. Okay, so we're going to use our little friend here. We're going to use U substitution. It's one of our, you're going to be, especially if you go to calculus, you're going to use this quite a bit. You will use U substitution. You need to recognize when here it's again, the exponents in here is double the one of that one, and you have 3 terms. So let's go ahead and use U substitution here. U squared minus 9u plus 14 equals 0. Well, look at that. Got a little easier suddenly. Yay. So now what we got to do is plug it in and just solve the quadratic equation here. So we got AC method. What two numbers multiply to get 14 and add to get negative 9? So that would be negative 7 and negative 2. I would use zero product property here. And solve for u, so u can be 7 and then u can be 2. Okay, now I've got to resubstitute those back in. 3 to the x power equals 7. 3 to the x power equals 2. Ooh, how do we solve those now? 3 to the x power equals 7. 3 to the squared is 9. 3 to the first power is 1. So it's somewhere between 1 and 2. Again, the way we would do these problems right here is we would use the inverse when we're solving for x. The inverse of exponential functions, is the logarithmic functions. So we're going to write log 3 of 3 to the x equals log 3 of 7. Okay, right here, again, if they're a logarithmic and exponential will cancel each other out. All you have left is x equals log 3 of 7. Okay, the question is, how do you calculate that now? So you're going to use change of base formula. X equals log 7 over log 3. I would type that in my calculator. That would be 1.771. Okay, I'm not going to do the second one. You should, again, follow the same idea that we just did right here. And you should be able to get the other answer. It's going to be something less than 1, but bigger than 0. Okay, so this is getting a little more complicated now, these problems, starting with number 9 here. So you can see that you got to recognize, the first thing you had to recognize here was that U substitution. And then after here, when you get to this point, it's not just an easy answer here, 3 to the x power equals 7. You got to do the logarithmic stuff, do the change of base if needed, and find your answer.